Sa ating first game of a doubleheader, the Alaska Aces going up against the Barako Bull Energy Colas. At napaka-importante ng mga huling laro na ito para sa magkabilang koponan sapagkat there's a race to the top 4 and Barako has a great chance to get into that. Itong Alaska Aces naman wants to keep itself in the thick of things by getting a victory today. Ako po si Charlie Cuna, mga kasama ko sa gabing ito, none other than Eric Reyes. Eric, itong dalawang teams na ito, we expect them to get into a dogfight dahil nga yung standings napaka-lapit, especially in the middle areas. They want to move up.
Well, dikitan talaga ang ating team standings, Charlie. Napaka-importante talaga gaya ng pinag-uusapan ni Coach Frankie kanina. Napaka-importante nitong game na to because kita nyo naman kung gano'ng dikdikan ang ating team standings so far. There are actually 2 teams tied at number 2. Yung mananalo ngayon in this ball game at least would either be at solo third or possibly solo fourth depending on what's going to happen in the game later on. Pero yun na nga, hinahabol dito at least is on the top 4 wherein they will get that advantage of being able to have to be beaten twice para lang matalo sila at hindi na sila mag-advance in the next round.
Leading the charge para sa Barako Bull Energy Colas is their import, Mike Singletary, who has splendid numbers sa komperensyang ito. Nung huling laro nila, he had great numbers, 38 points, 15 rebounds. Pero 10 turnovers, so a triple-double that you don't want to have, Eric. At masama doon, he lost the ball. Ayan, no? Bounced it right off his own foot in the crucial stage of that game, seconds to go. Kung kaya naman natalo sila ng San Mig Coffee. He went from hero to goat in one ball game, but you can't deny ang magandang numero niya.
Well, napakaganda yung kanyang numero. Of course, ang pagbibigyan ng pansin is basically that last play where he committed a crucial turnover. But alam mo, Charlie, syempre there are other factors in that ball game kung bakit din natalo ang Barako Bull. At of course, we will just discuss that throughout the ball game. But yun na nga, there are other stats that we really have to look into like rebounds, assists, turnovers. Yun ang nagiging susi kung bakit natatalo ang isang team.
On the other hand naman, itong si Wendell McInnes, ang import ng Alaska Aces. Hot milk, sabi natin, sapagkat yung first 4 games niya, sabi nga ni Coach Luigi, nangangapa pa siya, getting used to it. Not bad statistics, but even better in the last 3 ball games.
Well, one thing that's why nag-improve din itong si McInnes is he has developed that outside shot. Versus Petron, he nailed around 2 3-point shots for that ball game. Kaya naman maganda yun sa kanya because nagiging inside and outside operator na siya.
So, tinatawag na ang ating mga starting lineups onto the court. And we can't help but stress kung gaano ka-importante itong laban na ito for both teams. Every team, in fact, that plays from here on. And just a couple of days left dito sa ating elimination round. Just 9 ball games for every team. This is, in fact, the last ball game for Barako Bull in the eliminations. Alaska still has another game on Sunday kontra sa Air 21. Yan ang ating mga starters. You have Weinstein starting at the point, Makapagal at the off guard, Penisiang sentro, Intal at Singletary ang forwards ng Barako. Sa kabilang panig naman, Abueva starting today together with TDLC Tony De La Cruz, McInnes in the middle, at si Cyrus Baguio at JV Casio mag-start sa backcourt. Ang ating officials, June Marabe, Sherwin Pineda, and Jess Ferrer. Umpisa ng aksyon at bagsak agad si Calvin Abueva sa unang possession ng ating laro. He hits the deck immediately. Chalk up one statistic of hitting the deck immediately para kay Calvin Abueva.
At yung actually marami rin nagbagsakan in the process. Even the technical group, yung mga may hawak ng mic na mga kasama natin sa trabaho, nahulog din.
Sinama pa niya si Mick Pedisi dun sa sideline. And here we go, Alaska Aces. Cyrus Baguio may tangan ng bola. Tight guarding from Makapagal out to McInnes. He takes that 3. That was a good shot. He just rattled out, Eric. At sabi mo nga, nag-improve ng outside shooting ni Wendell.
Well, when I was watching McInnes in the first couple of games, sinasabi ko nga na, yung napakalakas sa loob, pero yun na nga, you just have to clean up the inside and make sure he just takes outside shots. But not in the case in the last 3 games where he was really hitting it from the outside, whether with the defense or not.
Missed 3s by both teams to start this ball game. Si Penisi naman nagbintis para sa white shirts ng Energy Colas. Baguio takes a jumper from 17, doesn't go in as well. Singletary tracks down a rebound. And Singletary averaging well in the rebound department and leads the league in scoring as Makapagal misses another shot. So 0 for 4, 2 each ang mga mintis na magkabilang komponent to begin this ball game. No one has scored. A minute and 15 into this ball game. Ito si Casio. The bounce to McInnes goes the wrong way. A turnover for the Alaska Aces, and that's something Coach Luigi wants to improve upon. Too many turnovers para sa Alaska Aces sa huling dalawang laro nila.
Well, lalong-lalo na they're actually a team that really relies on their execution. Napaka-importante yan for a triangle offense. At Singletary powering himself up, pero hindi pa rin pumapasok yung kanyang first to the 10.
Parang neither team wants to get the first basket of this ballgame. Nagkakahiyaan pa yata itong dalawang koponan na to. Several misses. And on that drive, there is a foul. A push mula kay Mark Macapagal. Yan ang unang personal ni Macapagal. Another guy na inaasahan ni Coach Raiko Toroman to hit, especially from the outside, to open things up for the imported side.
Well, maaga dito, ginawa kagad ni Calvin Abuevas to really set that screen to free up his teammate. Pero yun na nga napikon si Macapagal doon, kaya sinagkasaan na lang yung si Abueva at bumagsak.
Ngunit turnover na naman ang naging resulta ng opensiba ng Alaska. So ito na naman ang Barako. Sean Weinstein getting the start in this ball game. The little guy, Eman Monfort, we heard, will not suit up for this ball game. Strong drive. Mike Singletary wanted to get that jam. He didn't get it, pero he gets fouled. He's talking. And nagsasalita siya kay Calvin Abueva. And those weren't affectionate words, I think, Eric.
Well, definitely, he was really fired up with that nice hard foul right here. Pero yun nga lang, nakita mo naman na he was still able to finish it. That's the way to take it strong to the basket.
Well, a good feed mula kay JC Intal on that drive, finding his import cutting in the lane. And, well, you know, trabaho naman talaga ni Calvin Abueva is try to control the imports of the other team kasi siya yung minamatchup dyan. Ito, mapapanood na ang Cine Filipino Film Festival. That's September 18 today to 24. Cine Filipino, kwento ang hari. A quick 30-second timeout is called. 2-0 pa lang ang ating score. And barely 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. And you can see immediately, Erica, kahit nagmimintis yung magkabilang komponent, intensity of both teams. All 5 players on the court running around, getting a bit physical immediately. Parang, kumbaga sa sabong, engage agad.
Well, you know, both teams are really actually targeting itong panalong to. Napaka-importante because it actually will bring them up to team standing.
Just a half game, in fact, separating these two teams. McInnes' drive, wala yan. Inside, Abueva loses it to Singletary. Up ahead to Intal. Intal sees Macapagal. Macapagal will lay it gently into the basket. Good run mula sa Energy Colas.
A great execution of the transition play ang ginawa na ng Barako Bull.
5-0, wala pang score ang Alaska Aces. In the corner, Abueva takes that shot. It doesn't go. Rebound, Wendell McInnes. He'll have a second chance. He goes up. Still can't get it. The red shirts at si Calvin Abueva sumundot pa sa pag-rebound ni Singletary. He's called for his first personal.
Well, still, kahit hindi nakakashoot doon ng Alaska, Charlie, malaking bagay din yung nakakakuha ka ng offensive rebounds early. In the last game of Barako versus San Mig Coffee, kung saan nga nag-commit ng turnovers Singletary, they were actually out-rebounded offensively. Yung offensive rebounding, 19-10, napakalaking bagay. That's something that Barako has to control if they want to get more possessions out of their game.
The kick out to Singletary. He takes a three in rhythm. It's in and out on the rebound play. Who's gonna get this? Bakbakan ni McInnes at ni Penisi. And McInnes wisely throws it out off of Mick Penisi. And they get the ball back itong Alaska Aces.
Buti hindi bumagsak si Penisi. Parang katulad nung
nangyari sa yung ginawa naman niya kay, kay Will McDonald. Yung part ng Petron.
Highlight sa buong mundo yun.
Para late na naman yung bagsak. Ito si McInnes. Jumper TDLC in and out. Parang may takip yung basket ng Alaska Aces eh. Ayaw pumasok yung mga tira on this side of the court. They've been rattling out. Sean Weinstein, the feed to Penisi. They swing it to Macapagal. He drives all the way to the other side. Tignan mo yung ball movement partner. Finally, nakalibre ito si Penisi. But he still can't get it. At humiga! Itong si JC Intal. Sa taas itong si Calvin Abueva. And he hits the deck. He's alright. He's up right away. Ito si Calvin Abueva naman. Slow to get up. Let's watch that again. Tignan mo, humiga siya sa likod, partner. Eh.
Parang nag-piggyback ride ang ginawa doon ni JC Intal. Pero, well, a little bit dangerous din sa pag-landing ni JC Intal because of tumama yung likod ng ulo niya doon. But kahit pa paano, na-cushion because he actually landed on Abueva first. And good that both players are not hurt.
Oo, medyo delikado nga yun. And Abueva sits immediately. Dahil sa dalawang personals. Ito si Mac Macapagal. Wants to go to the other side. Intal, the quick feed to Penisi. At si Benisi nakalay ang partner. Napansin natin sa konferensyang ito, Benisi has gotten a lot of his points inside the paint, which we wouldn't see before.
Well, you know, I felt that Coach Raiko and Coach Bong of Barako wanted to really move the ball around. They know ang nagiging problema kasi Alaska is such a good defense, half-court defensive team at kailangan talaga paikutin mo yung depensa. Pero yung Singletary actually finishes that shot.
At sumundot pa itong Alaska Aces TDLC with that personal. So a chance for another 3-point play para kay Mike Singletary. The score is 9-0. Napatawag ng timeout si Coach Luigi Trillo. His team hasn't scored. Just a couple of weeks ago, talk of the town, si Eman Monfort, the little guy, was scoring really well. Naging best player of the week pa yan. Pero struggling siya. Right after he was named best player, team of first 5 games, Eric, 16 points on high percentage shooting from 3. Pero last 3 ball games, just 2 points and hasn't made a single basket mula sa Rainbow Country. And for more on Eman Monfort, let's turn it over to Riza Diaz.
Charlie, mamimiss muna natin si Super Minion Eman Monfort. He will be out for the next 2 weeks dahil sa fractured ring finger. Yan nga ang nangyari sa kanya in their last game kontra San Mig Coffee Mixers nung sinubukan niyang sumundot at sumabit daw ang kanyang kamay sa jersey. Ang sabi ng doktor, hindi naman daw kailangan ng operasyon. Pero ang problema, hindi rin niya ito maigagalaw and he has to wear this hand and wrist splint para lang siguraduhin maging limited ang movements. Again, he'll be out for the 2 weeks at talaga namang abot langit ang panghihinayang ni Eman at ang kanyang mga kakampi sa pangyayaring ito. Charlie Nerick?
Maraming salamat, Riza Diaz, for that report. And as Riza was telling us about Eman Monfort, itong point guard naman ng Alaska, nakapasok na ng unang basket ng Alaska Aces. Almost 5 minutes into this ball game, Eric, naka-tres si JV Casio.
Well, maganda rin ang naging resulta ng kanilang timeout that they were able to get a nice jumper from 3-point range from JV. The good thing is, they were able to get something out of their offense. No? Pero mabalikan natin ito si Eman Monfort. I was really impressed with the way he's been playing in the PBA. But if you really take a look at his career as a basketball player where he began, he was never like the star of the team. Tingnan mo sa Ateneo, he was a backup point guard. Hindi mo nga maasahan halos sa yung sa puntos eh. But the thing is, you know, mahasal talaga siya tsaka matyaga on defense. And he really found, you know, parang nag-blossom siya in the PBA, lalo na kay Coach Raiko because nabigyan siya ng break. So it's really tough for him na, yun na nga, gagawa siya ng maganda and then after a while he would struggle. But that's all part of growing up, kumbaga, di ba? Matututo rin yan and he will find his place here in the league and he has proven it already.
Tama yan, and hopefully he can bounce back dun sa injury niya. Of course, you gotta root for the little guy, hoping he can come back. Itong Alaska Aces naman, yun, struggling pa rin para maka-score dito sa ating first quarter. Almost halfway through, they've only got 3 points on the board, 1 field goal. McInnes shoves it over to Sunny Tosin. Jumper off the last. Pasok yan para kay The Boss. And that's only 5 points for Alaska. Still trailing by 7. 12 naman ang score ng Barako.
Umiikot na ang offense ng Alaska Aces. So now Barako has to really tighten up on defense because Alaska is being able to move that ball very well.
Bounces out yung 3-point attempt ni Mike Singletary. So Alaska may chance makalapit palalo dito sa offensiva na to. Here's JV Casio. Kicks it over to TDLC. Balik kay Casio. No hesitation on the 3. He gets hit. Sean Weinstein caught trying to block that shot but he makes contact with the shooter and 3 free throws ang ibibigay ng ating referee dito kay JV Casio.
You know, it's really tough right here because, you know, Weinstein wanted to really just close out properly and challenge the shot. Pero yun nga lang, nakita naman tumama ng kahit bahagya. And very sensitive na nga yung ganyan tawag eh. Throughout this conference, we've seen it. Kahit mga touch fouls off a jump shooter, they call it. So, hindi talaga pwede. You just have to challenge up kahit sabihin mong yung hangin na lang yung sinusupalpal mo, but you really cannot touch kahit gabuhok ng shooter.
Tama yun. Of course, a call the other night that went against the Rain or Shine last to painters. Similar to what just happened. It just nangyari lang yun. And it happened in the last second of the ball game. Kaya naman naiba ang naging resulta. What seemed to be a victory for Rain or Shine went over to Barangay Ginebra the other night. So we know that, as Commissioner Chito Salud explained doon sa kanyang press conference, any contact on the shooter can be called.
Standard na eh. But we've seen it so many times this conference. Well, EDL already has three personal fouls. So daming early foul trouble ito sa ating first quarter. Abuevo with 2 and itong si TDL nga, 3 na.
Pero alam mo, Eric, with that shot, it's 13-8. Itong si JC Intal hits the first free throw. Alaska, medyo siniswerte pa na 5 lang ang lamang ng Barako Bull. The way they were shooting horrendously dun sa first 5 minutes ng ating laro. Barako Bull seemed to be on a tear. Pero medyo nag-slow down na rin ang shooting ng Barako in the past couple of minutes. Kung kaya naman 5 lang ang lamang ng Bull, Barako Bull. McInnes to Sanitos, and he likes that standstill shot. He gets another one. Pangalawa na ni Sanitos yan.
Yan ang mga delikado the Alaska perimeter players. So the big men, McInnes and Tos, so far in their games are hitting their perimeter jumpers. That would force a defense to go out, and that's the time they can make their move to the basket.
Casey Intal, 9 seconds sa shot clock ng Barako. Open from 3, Sean Weinstein hardly takes a shot, but now he knocks that first attempt from there. And that's something that I'm sure tuwan-tuwa yung coaching staff ng Barako because they're getting a guy who's usually a backup, doesn't get to play in a lot of the games. It's a 3 immediately in the first quarter.
You know, these are the types of games wherein guys coming off the bench, wala nga yung kanilang number 1 guard, si Eman Monfort. And pag gumanda laro ni Weinstein, this is the time or yung pagkakataon niya na sumikat na dito sa PBA.
Strong move mula kay Wendell McInnes on that putback. That's the lead down to just 4 with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Macapagal hands it off to Intal. The pass to Macapagal. They're trying to get this guy open from outside, but he drives, loses it. Casio picks it up. Siya na rin magdadala ng bola. Tried to pass it up ahead to Baguio. Baguio gets it in, squares up, shoots, and hits the 3. That's a number on his jersey. And cuts the lead down to just 1 point, partner. Napatawag ng timeout ang Barako Bull Energy all of a sudden. After that run that they made, Alaska comes back and cuts the lead down to a solitary point. The Alaska Aces went down 10-0. Pero they've come back strong with plays like this. A power rebound brought to us by Rexona Men. With 50% more long-lasting protection so you can do more. Wendell McInnes doing work under the basket.
Well, Charlie, napaka-importante yung pag-control ng offensive rebound ng Alaska and something that Barako has to control aside from, of course, limiting their turnovers.
Let's turn it over once again to Riza Diaz.
Charlie, speaking of Alaska's turnovers, with 25 that they committed against their game last versus Petron, ang sabi ni Coach Luigi Trillo, hindi daw siya pwedeng maging mahiyain about it, and he actually addressed it in practice. Ang sabi niya, bawal na ang maging sensitive sa mga aces because this time is winning time, and he will say whatever he wants to say, he will do whatever he wants to do just to make sure that they are sharp enough for the playoffs. Charlie?
Well, alam mo, mula nung nag-umpisa tong torneo natin, Eric, sinasabi na natin, napaka-ikli ng elimination round. Kung magkakahiyaan pa, baka walang mangyari sa kupunan mo. Kailangan fix right away or else you may not make the trip, diba, to the next round.
There's no time to recover. That's the thing here in this conference because there's only 9 games. And right now, second, you look at the team standings, Charlie, di kita yung laban. Maliban sa Petron na talaga nangungunan doon sa tuktok, ang dami pa rito sa ilalim na may pag-asa pa pumasok sa quarterfinal round.
Wendell McInnes back on the line. Tabla na ang ating laro. Baka makalamang pa ang Alaska sa free throw na ito. And just like that, Alaska is back in the driver's seat. And remember, 10-0 lamang ang Barako Bull to start this ball game. Pero Alaska coming back in a big way and they almost force the turnover. Pero the ball stays. But time has ended. 8-second violation in the backcourt by Barako Bull. So Alaska may chance ang palakihin pa ang 1-point lead nila.
Great pressure. Biglang pressure ang ginawa ng Alaska Aces and Coach Barako actually didn't like the execution of the last offense. Nagkagulo-gulo kagad doon ang Barako because of the pressure of Alaska.
Cebuano hot shot in the ball game. Itong si Don Ontiveros came in together with RJ Hazul. So it's a new backcourt para sa Alaska Aces as McInnes tries to make his move against the rookie Dave Marcelo. At sabi ni referee Jess Ferrer, may contact mula rito sa former San Beda Red Lion na si Dave Marcelo. His first personal, and McInnes is back at the line.
Alam mo, si Dave Marcelo not really getting much action. Maybe in the first half of the elimination round for Barako. Pero towards the wind-up, he started picking up his game. Especially nung tumagal, humaba yung kanyang minuto on the floor. Dave Marcelo was actually a reliable big guy, getting rebounds, blocking shots. Kahit pa konti-konting puntos, okay na rin yun because ang laki naman ng contribution ni Marcelo, especially on the defensive end.
Last ball game nila against San Mig Coffee, he had 5 points, very modest, pero 9 rebounds ang kanyang nakuha dun sa game na yun, Eric. And just goes to show you that he's trying to fight inside, adding some young energy para sa Barako Bull. And so that he's earned more minutes and inserted early in this ball game with 3:14 remaining. Dito sa ating first quarter, Singletary. Forced to take it with 2 seconds. He hits the shot, Mike Singletary. Piling up the points immediately sa ating first quarter pala.
He makes it look so easy. It's actually a tough shot, especially if Wendell McInnes is right in front of you.
Ontiveros, nice pass to Sonny Toss. Wanted to dunk it. Ang ganda ng interference mula kay Marcelo. And of course, the ball also slipped out of Toss's hands. So what seemed like a sure two, nawala pa. Sereno Cruz. Ten seconds on that shot clock. Buti na mawala kay Sereno Cruz ang bola. Has to make his move. He's bothered by the defense of Hazul. Buenafe, nowhere to go. Bounce pass to Celino. He misses that easy shot inside. Pero parang off guard siya eh. Nagulat siya dun sa masyado siyang open.
Uy, libre ako. Parang gano'n na nangyari kay Celino because for a while, mauubos na dun yung shot clock ng Barako. And the last minute, ang ganda ng pass ni Ron J kay Celino pero yun nga lang, hindi niya na-finish yung tira.
Sabi ni Ron J, nakatingin siya parang sayang partner. Assist ko na yun eh. Hindi pa
Ganda ng pasa sana. It was wide open.
But ito si Cyrus Baguio naman, overzealous on that spin move. The ball hit his leg, went out. So turnover na naman para sa Alaska. That's not gonna make Coach Luigi happy dito sa ating first quarter. Singletary makes his move, kicks it over to Ron J, takes the three. Pasok yan para kay Ron J. Buenafe.
Napaka-importante for Barako, for guys like Ron J. Tumulong yung mga local support. Napaka-importante yan for Barako to be able to win games.
And exactly at the 2-minute mark ng ating first quarter, it's a 3-point lead para sa Barako on that Ron J. Buenafe. 3. It's a 30-second timeout called by the Alaska Aces. Immediately nakita ni Coach Luigi Trillo, something's wrong eh. Parang out of sync tayo. So he wanted to put things on the right once again para sa kanyang koponan. Ayun, kita natin. Very intense ang huddle. Nakita mo siya. He's there. Baka mapunit yung whiteboard na yun. Ito, special thanks to our radio partners, 90.7 Love Radio, 101.1 Yes FM, 96.3 Easy Rock. At ang DZSR 918 Sports Radio, kung saan yung maririnig nyo ngayon, yung mama sa kaliwa, ay si Benji Santiago, yung nasa gitna naman, yung pinagkakamalan si Benji Paras paminsan-minsan. Si Jolly Escobar naman yan. Diba? Kasama ko yan, kasama ko yan isang beses eh.
Sino kaya na-insulto to sa sinabi mo? Si Benji o si Jolly?
Pero malalaki silang dalawa, so malalaman ko pag kita ko sa kanila, baka kung sino mas asar sa akin.
Mga partner ko sa radio coverage ng mga yan. So,
nakakasama natin yung mga yan. That actually happened, ha? Kasama ko yung si Jolly, minsan at tinawag siyang Benji para nasa Davao kami noon to cover a game, Davao del Sur. Diba? Sabi ko dyan, si Jolly Escobar yan. Tapos yung mukha ng tao, sino? Ito, another miss on the part of Barako. Chance for Alaska to come closer, trailing by 3. RJ Azul wants to tie the ball game. Short ang tira niya. Sanitos on the way up. It's stripped away. Tumama pa rito sa binti nito si Sanitos. So the ball goes the other way. That's another turnover para sa Alaska Aces.
Well, hindi masyado maganda yung hindi maganda yung start ng Alaska Aces dito, but tingnan natin 3 points pa lang ang kanilang hinahabol. So there's still a good sign. They're trying to execute their offense. Yun nga lang, nagkakaroon ng maraming turnover.
Buenafe, strong move against Don Ontiveros. Ang ganda naman ng up and under. Itong si Ron J. Buenafe, 5 points in the ball game para kay Ron J. Espinas kicks to Abueva. Si Abueva, it seems his back has been bothering him once again. He backed it up 2 games ago. And he played very well against San Mig Coffee Eric nung huling laro. Getting a double-double. Pero kanina, nakita natin, nakahiga na naman siya. Nakadapa siya in front of their bench, getting some treatment on that lower back.
Alam, mahirap talaga, especially when you feel some backaches or any injury for that matter. It actually gives you a harder time focusing on the ball game, but when the game is on the line, ay kalimutan mo muna yung masakit because kailangan talaga yung panalo.
Sweet shooting, Cebuano hot shot. Ito si Don Ontiveros off that inbound, hits that jumper from the right side. Cutting the lead to 3. Ito si Sereno Cruz nagdadala ng bola for Barako, and Ron J picks it up. Keith Jensen as well is in the ball game. 7 seconds na lang natitira sa shot clock ng Barako. Buenafe bounce pass to Marcelo. Can he pick it up? No. Abueva picks it up, passes it over to Sonny Toss. And finally, na-control ni Gabby Espinas. A good defense on the part of Alaska. There's a 3-second differential between game clock and shot clock. wanting to go baseline si RJ Azul is a foul. Mula kay Selena Cruz. Kanyang unang personal. Weinstein comes in to replace Selena Cruz with 10.1 seconds remaining for Alaska to come up with something before the first quarter terminates. Azul loses it. Marcelo bringing up that ball. He'll go up, drop it over. Basket by Sean Weinstein at the buzzer partner. And what a pass. Reversal of roles. The big man brought the ball and dropped it over to the point guard.
Versatility, yun ang masasabi ko kay Dave Marcelo. The big guy, I unexpectedly, pinakita niya talaga sa lahat na kaya niya magbaba ng bola at siya pa nakakuha ng magandang assist sa ilalim.
At the end of the first 12 minutes of action, ang Barako Bull Energy led by as much as 10, but will end the quarter up by 5. They're running and gunning itong Barako Bull. Pero itong Alaska, ganda ng habol nila to keep it close. Buenafe hitting that 3 to stretch this lead. It's a 5-point lead para sa Barako at the end of 1, 25-20.